Thanks for joining us. I'm Casey Drescher. Welcome to another episode of City Connection, a quick look at city happenings so you can dive deeper into what's going on in your city, stay informed and connected. Our first story, if April showers bring May flowers, what about the torrential downpours we've seen the first few months of 2023? What is our water supply outlook after all this rain? We spoke with the experts to find out. Going into the winter, after 12 years of drought conditions, the city was considering mandatory water conservation in the spring if we didn't get any rain.
And then with the storms in January, Gibraltar Reservoir filled and started spilling. February or March, Kachuma also started filling and spilling.
The city's water supply and services manager says with a full Kachuma and Gibraltar, we have enough water to meet our community's needs for at least the next 3 years, even if drought conditions resume.
I'm super proud of our community and its use of our water resources. We've really embraced water conservation as a way of life in Santa Barbara, and we use our resources really efficiently.
With desalination, recycled water, groundwater supplies, and the State Water Project, the city has worked really hard to diversify our water supply portfolio. And while the backbone of our water supply picture is robust, vigilance and resourcefulness are key.
And we could go right back into drought next summer, and so if we can continue to use our resources efficiently, that allows us to stretch those supplies and make sure that we always have enough water to meet our needs, regardless of what the weather patterns for the year are.
To put into perspective just how much it's rained, last month the city beat a record daily rainfall total, surpassing the previous record set in 1952. Every Saturday at the harbor, from the crack of dawn until about lunchtime, you'll find one of the best kept secrets in Santa Barbara. Fresh, sustainable, and competitively priced. It's all at the Saturday Fisherman's Market. With a rich channel strategically separated from the Channel Islands, the city's history as a destination fishing port dates back over 100 years. And at the Santa Barbara Harbor, the fishing culture woven into our city's DNA lives on and thrives.
The Santa Barbara Harbor is an incredible place to work. For me, I've always looked at it as the city within a city.
A working port for close to 200 commercial fishermen, the harbor is home to the Maritime Museum and Brophy Brothers, cherished by tourists and locals alike. You'll also find a hidden gem, the Saturday Fisherman's Market.
It's local, it's organic, it's fresh, and it's sustainable.
Every week, anglers sell their fresh catch to the public. Paul Teal says it brings life to the harbor and creates a sense of community in our city.
You get to know your customers personally. I mean, I've been doing it for, almost 25 years. So they've seen my kids grow up, they've seen my grandkids, and it's just a great feeling.
And for Paul's crew member, Ava Schulenberg, the Saturday market has impacted and inspired her.
And there's something about that relationship that you make with people, these strangers that you've never met, but we all live in this same place. And you can see it in their eyes when they learn about what you're doing and what you've done and how hard you worked to put that fish right there in front of them.
The Saturday market is made possible by the Commercial Fishermen of Santa Barbara, a nonprofit created to ensure that our port is resilient and effective by ensuring economic and biological sustainability of fisheries. When Ava is not fishing, she's the program's director, and she stresses the importance of helping our fishing fleet.
Really important to support the people in this harbor that help keep our economy going. Our economic impact is massive. I believe we're about a $35 million a year industry, and that has an economic multiplier of about 4. So it extends beyond just the city and the county. It really impacts a lot of people's lives. So when you support our local fleet, you're supporting the sustainability of our future fisheries.
The market is a bond between the public and the commercial fishermen, many of whom are small-scale, independent, and mostly operating family-owned businesses.
This is a really hardworking community, and everyone in this group just wants to do their best to make sure that people get fed.
So start the weekend off right. Head on down to the Santa Barbara Harbor every Saturday from 6 to 11 a.m. We guarantee you'll be hooked. The harbor is just one of many business hubs in the city. With so many diverse and charming neighborhoods, we're proud to say we are Santa Barbara.
We are Santa Barbara. From the Granada to the Libero, Milpas to the Mesa, San Andreas to San Roque. Enjoy the ocean's bounty, a stroll down Coast Village, or gaze off to the Pacific towards a magnificent sunset. Explore our wild side and rediscover your inner child. Here, you can expand your mind and broaden your horizons. Make the world a better place or embrace your entrepreneurial spirit, where high-tech meets low-key. We follow our board meetings with board meetings. This is a city where history is made at the Presidio, or in the charming paseos meandering amid romantic Spanish colonial architecture, while music serenades at the bowl. Let your creativity flow, or just sit back and relax and tantalize your taste buds. Dinner is served in the funk zone, and memories are made at the beach. A destination worth the trip. A city of distinct neighborhoods and open spaces, where the sun, the surf, and the mountains mingle. A place to do business. A place to call home. One city, like nowhere else on earth. We are Santa Barbara.
Another characteristic that makes our city so unique and inviting, our film community. The road to Oscar made a pit stop in Santa Barbara in February, and the community has a starring role in it all.
I've heard about the Santa Barbara Film Festival for years and years and years.
And year after year, Hollywood heavyweights flock to the American Riviera.
Kate Blanchett was here at the festival, and this was the third time she'd come to Santa Barbara. And she just was telling me how much she loves it, that there's a warmth about our city, that it's genuine, and everybody feels it.
Roger Durling, the executive director of the Santa Barbara International Film Festival, says he's proud of our welcoming community.
I've attended other festivals worldwide, and the warmth that I speak about, I don't feel it. I feel it here, and I think that it's something that it's very unique to Santa Barbara.
Over the past 35 years, SPIF has become one of the leading film festivals in the country, attracting some 100,000 attendees.
The reason that the festival is still going is because the community has always supported it. And I've gotten up sometimes on a Sunday morning and come to the Granada, and the theater's full for a film that has no big stars in it, or maybe a documentary. And it's always impressed me. Santa Barbara loves films.
And there's so much to love about our city.
They come for the movies, they come for the film festival specifically, they fall in love with Santa Barbara, and they want to know, this happens a lot, they want to know what else happens in Santa Barbara throughout the year. And then we tell them, there is Fiesta, there is Solstice, there is the Santa Barbara Bowl.
Just like our impressive calendar of events, the film festival has a robust year-round education program, mentoring local students, senior citizens, and aspiring filmmakers.
I like the phrase chop wood, carry water. I just try not to focus on the show business part and just try to be a part of a my family, my friends.
Durling tells us that the nonprofit will start planning the 2024 festival this July. Stay in the know and follow the city on our social platforms. And be sure to sign up for our weekly newsletter, City News in Brief. We're always there for you online at santabarbaraca.gov. Thanks so much for watching City Connection. We'll see you next time.